everyone. Tonight you guys are joining me again for the SA University Chess A section team battle. And okay, I'm a bit early tonight, and just as I started streaming, I noticed something very, very scary. Einachi has joined us. And okay, Einachi, as you guys might know, is Mat 1. And okay, it's probably a 2500 even. This is still a low rating for him. He chopped in this other South African arena. And okay, what I was thinking for now, before most of these tournaments starts, I'm just quickly going to recap what happened last week. Especially because if you go look at last week's results, we have Tux completely running away with it. But we found out recently that the Skolson guy uses chess computer assistance. And that actually influences the way my tournament started last week. Because my game against Skolson, the first game I had of the tournament was against him. And it was, I couldn't really tell where I was going wrong. And okay, he went for an opening line that isn't something a computer would go for. It's a bit more humanish, allowing for some tricks, but then obviously he just starts using the computer, and you can immediately see that where the move d6 is just like this very strong novelty. It has never been played before, and it just opens the eyes of this bishop. Actually, I felt like I was getting crushed pretty quickly after this d6 move. I went for knight f7, but in fact c3 and trying to go d4 would have been a better idea. So that fork and then just castled, and I was pretty much lost here. And quite proud of myself because I didn't play too badly. I mean, this was a big mistake, knight h7. But what to do? You're a human, you're busy forking these two pieces. You have no idea this novelty is going to completely ruin it. And okay, it was pretty much helpless after then. Just playing against all these precise moves, and I myself playing actually quite well, dealing with the threats in the correct way. And against the human, when you do play this well, I mean, come on, what type of move is b5 from a human's perspective? Just so good. Knight takes, and usually when you're playing good yourself, there's some opportunity, especially against the human. Something should come up, and well, it just never did. I tried some tricks. Okay, rerouted the knight, but the worst blunder was actually a bit further on, rook d2 in this situation, just allowing for this fork. Where I could have simply gone rook takes b2. And I saw this in the game and I was just a bit shocked. But playing up a few pawns against me, and it's not just myself that got crushed by this computer last week. The eagle himself also had a alright game, playing fairly accurately. I mean, 24 average centi-pawn loss, that's actually very respectable, even for a classical game. But against the computer, even that's just going to not be enough. And okay, it feels kind of like Colton or whoever that is went for some lines in the opening to make it feel like it might be a human playing against you. And then only after a while I started using the computer. But we're looking at it from Colton's perspective, and some of these moves were pretty good, like this f6 break, and the way this queen re-enters the position is really not human-like. I was thinking this queen d3 maneuver is just fantastic, and then the queen got to e4, and this knight isn't really bothering it. And as a human, this wouldn't really be your strategy. Maybe try for pawn breaks or something, try and pick up a pawn, but this is just, and okay, these types of games you can definitely see as computer playing, going into the endgame like this, picking up a piece, and just trading down like that. So it's a bit depressing. Hopefully this time we can flag the cheaters while the tournament is ongoing. But I'm actually very excited now. I didn't realize Mat 1 would be joining us. And this is a new feature because we now allow alumni also to join these tournaments. And okay, probably because of the virus and the stay at home, he's got more time on his hands. So this is really the big competition. He's gonna floor all of us. But hopefully we get a good game against him for the stream. And then there was another thing. So that's basically Wits and versus Ducks, who came first last time. 263. They only have 4 players online, which are the strongest at the moment is Nasia, and it's pretty funny. His rating is below 2100. Mine was 2, and I have no idea. It's the first time my rating fell below 2100 ever in Blitz, and it's maybe due to the lockdown and the amount of players playing at the moment, making the ratings harder to get. So maybe we can try and get it back to 22. I don't like it when it's below 22. And this quote is kind of tailor-made for myself, Mark Taimanov, a Russian chess player and pianist. He says basically that he was fortunate never to make the choice between chess and music, that he was too lazy to commit to one of the professions, and his life is 100 times more interesting because of that. I myself feel so. I'm not really a professional chess player studying music, but I wouldn't be able to choose one above the other, and they both definitely inhibiting each other from doing as best as you can. So Enachi, this guy's gonna run away with the tournament, but that's not necessary to say Wits will run away with the tournament. Trojan, don't think we have played before. 98. We have. I was supposed to write Utelezi. Okay, but 2 minutes to go. We're nearly there. My team has also pitched. I think at least 10 players of my team have pitched, but they're quite low rated. So even though Madiba has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 players, our 10 players combined, Alo is below that. So, and we have Irion and Annika like last week, the T, and Amaru is missing from the list so far again. I think he joined late last time, so he waits till the last minute to join. And let's just go through the team. The T, Kwahi, Lee 21, and Mandi. Ivan, a new player, he did well last time. His rating doesn't really do him any favors. I think you should get your rating up there just so that people don't disrespect you and go for the most chopping lines. And Nimpuquesta, I don't know who that is, but hopefully I can check on the form later. Okay, Chess Buddy 98 is Luca Elliott, and it's nearly left off. Minute and a half to go. I'm really just expecting Wits to run away with this, simply because of Matt Pon joining, and I don't know what they had to pay him to join. We also have, I don't think, such strong alumni. We have a lecturer here that's about, he peaked at 2300 Chessa rating. But he's not really into Blitz, he's quite old school and into like the more academic side of chess. He's written a few books of his own, quite a few chess topics. And okay, who am I going to get paired against first? Mohale, I think 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so Mohale, don't want to pronounce it incorrectly, CPUT. And it seems like a lot of people have got decent connection at the moment. I was thinking, oh, Prodigy. So a strong player with an annoying name. Just switch that D and G around, please. Confusing all of us. Okay, and it's liftoff. just buddy 98. Okay, so we get Luca Elliott first. Let's go for the usual, the Dutch. And we rated exactly the same, so he goes to the Staunton Gambit, and either I'm going to get crushed now or I might be fine. If he goes for bishop g4, at least I know this theory a bit. So you provoke d5 and you go knight e5. Your knight finds home on f7. Oh, and they made it 3+0 flat again. Okay. This is good news for me. I see my cell phone ringing, but I can't get to it now. E takes. There's still a pathway after the d5 insertion. And maybe just d5 ourselves, get this bishop here where it wants to be. And I think just playing something very basic like this, putting the queen on d7 is going to confuse him, because he might be anticipating a queenside castle now for myself, and I can still at any time go kingside. Maybe even king f7 is an option. So yeah, I wonder if it's time to nip at these knights, or just simply a quiet move. I mean, that's maybe a place of entrance for this knight. Maybe just h6 to avoid, this type of pin. Okay, he piles up on this pawn. I think that's a pretty good move. And okay, we'll go g6, inviting some kind of sacrifice. And not one of us have committed to one of the sides of the board. Maybe he has kind of done so. This kind of says he's not going to castle kingside anymore. He might keep his king in the center or something. Okay, he goes queenside as I expected. And now I want some better outposts for my pieces. Thinking about remaneuvering my knight. But I'm not sure immediately how to. This queen h4 type of thing is, and queen b3 is not too appealing. Maybe I should just go king b8. Okay, he wants to continue with this plan. This pawn isn't hanging. Luckily, I'm still defending it. And he's hoping for bishop takes and then the pin on my queen, which is not going to happen too. I'll just go king b8 first. And the knight is placed quite well, but I'm not exactly seeing what it's doing. Okay, he's getting rid of my bishop there now, and he could possibly pick up this pawn. He chooses not to do it like that. I'll hold on to this dark square bishop. And now whether to go queen c6 or e5, or try and play along these lines. I think I should just defend the pawn for now. Okay, go a6. This is quite a nice outpost for him. He's been making a lot of progress. And my time is quite low, so let's just get a few quick moves in. Okay, that takes away the e file for myself. And this is a blunder. Oh, I can go rook d8 again. Okay, luckily. And knight c6 is probably necessary too. I've been using a lot of time. Go queen f8, maybe try and get my queen to do something. He needs to reorganize his pieces as well. Rook d7, rook e8, queen g7, get this knight here maybe first. Maybe just knight e7 first. This idea of f5. Yeah. I don't think he's going to sack the exchange. I've made up some time on the clock. He can do something funny maybe. Maybe I'm thinking about f4 and trying to pry open this file, because at the end of the day his king is maybe a bit airy. And where's that knight going to? I'm not seeing it. Maybe there somewhere. Here. Okay, let's go for this. I don't have a lot of time. My original plan. And maybe now I should concede double pawns, but his queen isn't entering. I might have a new file. This bishop can't move. I need to switch my weight. Rook takes, queen takes. Okay. Might be fine now. Although this bishop is pinned. He can take there if my queen moves. Maybe I could allow it because there are quite a lot of checks here. He's low on time, so maybe just king a6 first, but then the bishop might come back. So let's do it like this. Threaten to enter with a queen, and just simply go a4. Okay, so he cuts me off again. Centralize the king, and let's throw you back. No, I blundered. Okay, but his time's too low. Okay, sorry man. Starting my tournament with a dirty flag. But okay, it was probably just a draw. Street gem. Okay. And I haven't thought about my policy yet for tonight, what I'm doing in terms of Berserk, which type of rating will I Berserk. And okay, I want to play some open Sicilians. He doesn't capture. What's the story again with that? Am I supposed to take the pawn? And I don't know the theory on not capturing it. It seems like I'm pretty weak to not know what the story is about. Okay. I should get castled. 95 would have just been met by bishop e2. But this pawn might be lost, although maybe there's a tactic saving me. Let's do it like this. That tactic doesn't save me because of queen c6. So I'll start with rook e1. He could have gone takes off the check, queen c6, up a pawn. Knight g4 is actually annoying. It takes away the square from the bishop too. So I'll insert h3, and okay. Now this pawn is temporarily hanging, but the queen is under fire, and this isn't exactly what I wanted to do. I'm thinking just about getting queen d2 and my bishop to h6. Let's do that. He's going to move his bishop to h8, and let's just do queen e2, hit that pawn, prepare to go e5. Not sure if e5 is too great. Opening some ideas maybe now. f7. Queen check. King needs to do that. I think it works. I feel like that one. Check. And okay, now it's unclear. This check and the king runs. So maybe I'm just supposed to fill up that square for the time being, because then that's a real threat, and this could be game over for him. I'm not seeing the defense, but that's mate, isn't it? Oh wait, the knight covers that square. Oh, I thought I had g8. So I need to think of something new now. No, that is bad. That's a bad blunder. Also using a lot of my time on figuring out, okay, the knight and bishop aren't too great. Maybe I should just try rook e1 or queen f3, but none of them seem to do too much. This is bad. I'm costing myself the game. It wasn't too tricky, and I made stuff, I overcomplicated it. Does he have knight there? Queen simply just stops my fun. Pawn might be not be okay. I'm thinking of going there, getting that bishop. This is, oh no, wait, I have this check. Okay, now I need to get some speed again. And oh, I thought the queen might be hanging. But now if king there, then I've got bishop. Rook there, and I feel one again. This is very lucky. He hung a piece. Oh, that's actually quite good. We will go there, we'll give up the bishop. Oh, and I was thinking maybe I had some kind of fork. I still might. The king's not careful. Oh, he is careful. Oh, but he blunders the piece. Could have gone rook c5. He resigns. Okay, so that's an okay second game. The sack didn't work. But luckily, unfortunately for me, he blundered. And well, I'm in 6th place. Arshavin MCI Michi. I'm in 1st place, excuse me. Oh wait, in my team. Amaru's in the house. Okay, so I want to try the f6 thing in the Norwegian. So it's going to castle, I'll take, and then simply d6 defending the pawn, d4. We can do this, it's fine for me. He's not undoubling the pawns. Maybe even d4 is weaker than usually is. And this is the move I was hoping for. I'm simply just going to wait on some kind of central break from him. I'm not going to respond, because either way I capture, I think I'm doing quite well. But it could be that this pawn is attacked too many times now. He also missed it. And maybe queen d7. And I can take, and the rook is still defended. And okay, I need to play knight g6, bishop e7, and castle soon. He wants to do this. I don't know if it favors him to get rid of the rooks. Does he want to capture here and maybe see if I go f takes or e takes? I should probably go d takes, king takes queen. And I've got the bishop pair. This is pretty much what this line offers. You can see the bishop pair. Okay, he just attacks the pawn. We'll just defend the pawn. And now d5 might be possible for him. And before any of that is done, I need to do something with this knight and get my king castled. Now this is a bit annoying. Getting my queen off of this in case I need to. I was expecting some kind of d5 break sometime. And go b5. A4 threatening this. I can capture, but then knight takes. Is that like this? But then I'm actually threatening to do this. Oh, I have no idea. This can't be good for me. This can't. He wants to go for this. Okay. Check. But I think he's fine, even though he's down a piece. Just because my king is pretty exposed and I haven't got it to safety yet. And I'm expecting knight takes d6. Knight takes d6 check. Bishop takes. Maybe queen takes. Takes here. And then some scary move. There's not an immediate check though. Actually, I might be fine. And if he moves the queen, I'm one move away from castling because the bishop just moved. Okay, so he uses some time. He might have missed this. Some other weird sacrificial idea, but I guess his queen's hanging, so he can't really. Maybe rook takes, queen takes. I'm trying to see. Okay, that's a clever move. Okay, that was quite clever. I missed this. I was considering these options. Okay, he's gonna go rook takes check and king d7, and he has figured out the position for now. He inserts another check. I guess he should. Oh, but there's a check that I'm not willing to. I missed this. I think I'm getting crushed now. Maybe my king gets here. This is just terrible. Maybe I need to play knight 97 or bishop 57. Where's that queen going? I want to go for this endgame rather. Still up pawn. And he has no real. Okay, so let's do this. I was wanting to do this and get into the back rank. Let's take and go for the endgame, where I'm up a pawn, and these pawns are a bit weak. That's defended. Just seeing how this knight wants to enter the game. Containing the knight for now. And, okay, giving up this pawn. Now I've got two outside passes. And the clock situation is equal. I'm definitely in the driver's seat. Maybe I'm even fine just trading. Getting these pawns off the board. Either way, it shouldn't be. Oh, this is a good move. But if he moves again, then I'm coming into c6. Okay. Wait, but maybe I can take. Okay, let's not mess about with that. Okay, that flag was easier to do from my side because of all the checks. And I got 8, finally a decent tournament. What's Matt Bond up to? I guess someone took him down. Who did that? Encore for birth. And you know what? I'm just going to open this game in the next page and request the computer analysis right now, because one does not simply take down Matt Bond. And we can come back and maybe flag him while the tournament's still going. Oh, and this is that guy that just took down Matt Bond. Okay, so we'll be able to see if he consistently takes too much time. Okay, that's quite. These moves are pretty quick. So he's going for some kind of. This is annoying. I don't like knight c3 as white. And for now, I'm just going to just say no to any pins, because I want to go d6 maybe, and we'll go back. This guy's not doing anything profound, me neither. We're just waiting around a bit. Oh, rook b8, b5 maybe. And maybe allowing this is okay. And doing this, because I'm getting b5. Maybe some expansion on the queen side now. Must be careful to go c6 because I'm trapping my knight. So maybe b5, fianchetto the bishop. And I like my position. Doesn't feel like he's cheating at all. He's up on the clock, which is usually a good sign. Okay, and I'm just stopping f6. He's going to come try and force it. So I should... I'm ready for this, probably with that. And Well, taking here seems quite nice just because these pawns might be weak, and I've still got this light squared bishop. And I actually need to be careful. Maybe I need to go king here now. Just get my rook on g8. Because I was expecting this queen move. So maybe I should go c6 and then d5 instead of c5. Makes more sense. Does he want to bring his bishop in like this? And go d4. Got bishop b7. And I'll go d5 next. And these pawns won't be participating in the center. That was my point when I took that bishop. And okay, he's got a bit of a scary attack, so I need to do a central thing. When your opponent attacks on the flank, you should attack in the center. And this is pretty nice, because I'm getting c5 if queen takes, and if d takes, I'm getting queen takes bishop. So he blunders the bishop, or does he? No, he does. I mean, I can recapture like this. It just comes with check, and it should be game over now, because this is also defended. There's nothing great to do here, and this rook's under fire. He probably needs to go queen here, but then I've got checkmate. So I'm expecting a resign now. Okay. And okay, he didn't cheat. I think mat pawn just blundered. Okay, so mat pawn, one can take down mat pawn, it seems. He's not indestructible. And okay, I thought the tournament would be longer with increment, but it seems they kept, when there's increment, but it seems like they kept it at 120, even now without increment. And okay, I'm having good games so far. The real Frenchie, I wonder if that refers to that Australian guy on YouTube. A Frenchie. But still an hour to go. I probably did the best work now in the first 20 minutes. We have a Lion King against an Ostrich. And he wants to berserk me. I don't think he likes his chances generally. And that's a bit of a sassy move. I don't like it when people do that. I haven't even checked up on it just because it's such a bad move. Maybe he wants me to capture and try attack on the e-file so that he's got this advanced f-pawn. But now he just needs one or two more moves and he's figured out a lot in his position. A tricky move might be knight here. Because of knight takes, I might have bishop takes, but then knight takes. Knight here, knight takes. Maybe first just kick the knight away. Okay, I want to sack the pawn because it feels like his king is still in the center, and defending now shouldn't be too nice. So this is what I was hoping for. Maybe this check this check would have hurt me quite a lot. And now I need to get my queen here, but g6 still covers things. But if he's going bishop e7, he probably doesn't want to go g6 then. So this one, and I might want my knight here. So he keeps his knight there. See if he trades. If he doesn't trade, I'm going knight e5. Okay, so you did quite well. I'm going to have to give up the exchange now, or get smothered mate, or not smothered mated. Yeah, smothered mated. And with minute 10 to go, he's doing really well. I wasn't expecting to suffer so much. And maybe queen here. There aren't any back ranks. Try and get bishop e3. Okay. Covering all these squares. And okay, he starts bishop e3. And I'm not seeing any ideas yet that are too scary. Maybe b4 and a5 come with tempo because of this bishop. And he's still down on the clock. He's having his first real think, I think. I think he's having his first real think. And okay, if bishop takes, can't I start with check here? Okay, but I can't go for any of these bishop e1 tricks yet. Okay, this is pretty scary now because I'm going for this pawn. Okay, he helps me a bit. Or does he? Oh, it's not nice to get back ranked. I think I'm fine. Bishop here doesn't work. But maybe just rook here. Oh, I don't want to get crushed now. I'm thinking queen there. But then I've got bishop takes, and this might be a cute idea. So, okay, none of this happens. This doesn't have queen takes. I want to just go h3 now, try and do something with these two pawns. And, well, this piece is pretty pinned. So I might need to, okay, it's not, okay, it's still pinned. What am I even doing? This is just nonsense. I saw all of this coming and I'm playing for it. Oh, this is terrible. I've got this check. And I'm thinking just hold on to the rook like this. This fork though, he doesn't go for it. 8 though, how to defend? Yeah, this is terrible. I might have back rank. Check. Yeah, I've got a back rank. Lucky as hell again. Lucky as hell. This was not supposed to be a win. This guy played really well. Okay, he resigns. And okay, the eagle himself playing really well. And the Nachi, obviously, as we could have expected, he's come back and he's been berserking. So I'll not berserk these 2000s. Now the Sicilian on board, and we'll keep it an open Sicilian. Goes like a dragon. Just bishop e3. And bishop e2, let's short side castle. And if I take here now, the pawn takes. Thinking if there's a way to pick up some material, but I think maybe getting this pawn on e5 might be worth a lot as well. So staking out on e5. And then you have f4 to protect it. And that's a big weakness now. If I can get into it with my knight, that would be very nice. So let's start with king h1, just get off of this. Even though my bishop's temporarily... So this is what I was hoping for. That pawn moves, my knight gets here. But I might need to sack something like a pawn. No, I don't really even need to. I can just go bishop rook here to defend the pawn first. And bishop f2. Okay, that was maybe clever. But I've got bishop h4. Just spinning this pawn to the queen. I was thinking this queen is going to go to the square someday. And for now, I just want to be very annoying. And claim that as soon as the knight gets here, this pawn is also probably a goner. Okay, but now, yeah, I'm displaying this again. Let's just try and get my pieces active into the game. It's like a pawn, another pawn, I mean. I mean, if he kicks this knight, then it might be game over. I didn't play this game too well. Queen g4 might be a hope after it takes. What is my comp? Okay, I get that. I get this knight back. Do I? But I don't think it's worth too much. So My pieces are a bit overloaded. If I can do something with this F file, maybe in the rook, I could maybe be happy. This game is probably my first loss, if I have to guess now. So check. I'm even chucking the rook down here. I'm only down one piece, so I'll be down a rook. But I need this file. If he takes this piece, then he doesn't go for that. Thinking of, I really just wish my rook was already here and my queen could be here. So tricky. Not going my way. I should probably just resign. I'm down a piece still. Goes to this rook, I get that rook. I'll be down a minor piece. So let's just try and make this better than it. Yeah, I'm down quite a lot actually. Rook here. Sorry. He's not going to do anything silly like take that pawn. He's going to try and get the queens off now. I think I should be inviting something sharp just to get something. The low time, the square is still protected. And just set up your own mate in one threads. What more can you hope for? This queen to move. The guy's tricky. I'll just hold on to my pieces for now. There's a check here. Not moving quickly, not quick enough. Maybe he doesn't see the queens hanging. Oh, shucks. Okay. Oh, this is over. I was trying some trickiness there, but it's still okay. Even my time then. Okay, so my streak is broken. Not too bad. I had a good start today, and the other guys opening through me. I was trying to see if there was big initiative to be found, but there's not always. Some of these lines, the players have prepped it well. Nah, ain't not you going to 26, and I'm one game behind. Let's go berserk. Let's go berserk. Yes. Let's take the piece, get the knight to c6. Queen here, I think, might be one of those situations where I've blundered something bad. But yeah, let's just try and get the queens off. Maybe get the queen on g6 if he doesn't want to trade. Still defends this pawn. And if f4, check. We castle, okay? So we're just stopping f4 as well. But this, okay, I'm not sure what that does. I'll just trade it off. And I'm still looking at knight e5 because I might okay, but before knight e5, let's okay, he's quite adamant on playing f5. Okay, let's just keep our eyes on this bishop. Light squares. The square might be available now. Oh, probably go c6. Need to do something with this piece. Alright, still fine. I could go bishop e6 maybe. Open the f file. Oh, I've just blundered a piece. Okay. Not too happy with myself. How to swindle this? Okay, let's just still try and get this rook in via f6 to h6. Okay, he doesn't want to allow that, which is his right. Still trying desperately to get my rook into the game. f6 h6 seems like the way the rook needs to go. Okay. Don't know what that does. Okay, that I'm missing everything. Okay, let's get back to the tournament. Okay. 43 minutes to go. Not berserking this guy. 2000. And okay, let's take another open Sicilian. We have a Sveshnikov. Knight wants to go there, so he stops it. And the h6 to get it away. And now knight e5. Maybe we should see if he blunders after bishop takes. Wait, what's the line exactly? Bishop takes. He needs to go g takes, right? Okay, he has played this position before, obviously. Again, c3 is a moderate way to approach this. Again, he knows the f5 line. Bishop sack here. I don't know, it feels like you need to know the theory before you get to do that. Okay, let's see which way to play. Yeah, I'm quite happy to play h4 now. h5. Just start a little caveman attack. This knight needs to join us again in civilization. Queen here, does it get trapped? Surprisingly, yep, it does. I'm just thinking rook here. And okay, these squares might be loose. This knight might find a happy place soon. First, just to do something about this king of mine, castle and queen side. And let's actually struggling with this. I never play this opening. Open the queen side. Maybe just king. Bishop has an outpost. And if he wants to trade, then he's opening the h file and the d pawn is hanging, so it's not like I'm losing a pawn. But I'm actually pretty scared of d5. I think I dealt with that correctly. I've got rook h3 to defend this pawn. Let's go for the endgame. I'm a bit nervous with the king here. Okay, I probably don't have anything else. This pawn's going to go open the bishop. And then I'm thinking knight e4 maybe. He's definitely, I think, got the superior position. And he's up on the clock. But I need to get this one if I want to get back some momentum. Okay. Definitely was expecting this, but I thought it just loses a pawn. I didn't go calculate it this intensely. Not sure. I think he can pin my knight and try and win my knight. He's probably, yeah, that's how he's doing it. Oh, I'm playing badly. No, that's terrible. But I don't know what my prospects are on this endgame, so let's get a new game. And Almadu's overtaken me. He's on 17 with fire. NW Poch, we're doing okay. 100 points. Vitz, I have 50 there. 34 points. The man's insane. He's only lost one game. Matt Pon. I wonder who the real Frenchie is. Two strong Vitz players tonight. Okay, we've got e4, e5. And we've got another royal pairs. And I'll go for the same variation as earlier. I can't remember. I think I won the game. Keegan Chang. Okay, but this guy's beat me a few times. And my idea is just d6 and f6 like in the previous game. And to need d5, d4 with just simply capturing here. So now this pawn is under fire. But always remember these moves in royal pairs. They're aiming to catch these b5 pawns with your rook still unguarded with the bishop and c8. Okay, so we're doing some maneuvering, it seems. Not sure if he has a clear plan in mind. But meanwhile, I'm getting castle. I'm not overthinking this. And now c5 actually seems pretty cool. Although it's undoubling his pawns, it's really just staking out that d4 square. And okay, this is an annoying move. Actually, I think this is quite good. I think this is good. I can go h5 myself, but then as soon as the knight moves, I'm going to have trouble defending it. So I need to make a new square for this knight to go to. And it seems like the only good square is on f8 where my rook's at. But we'll get back via d6. And then my knight's doing the same thing, but it's eyeballing both these squares, and they're both pretty useful. Again, I proactively just played back, so this move he's going to have to actually just waste to move on. Okay. And now if he goes up again, I'm not sure if it does anything. It clears this square for the knight. Keegan Chan playing well. Should I go tricky position? Is my bishop spoke done on this square maybe? Should it be bishop f8? I don't know, it just opens up things more. Maybe makes g6 appealing. I don't know if that should ever be appealing. And now I think my bishop is happy to come back. And it feels like I haven't developed at all. My piece is still bishops both where they started off at. If I go king h8, I think I'm preparing myself to meet h6 with g6. And okay, I don't know about just doing it on the blue. My queen, maybe in as well. He wants to double on the A file. Probably a good idea. And I like his position, but I'm not completely seeing if it converts. I don't know if it does. Okay, I'm going to close off the position. Maybe I've made an outside pass pawn, and maybe these advances aren't too strong. This could be a weak pawn too. The knight might need to babysit it for long. And how does this knight want to maneuver? This is a quick thought I need to have, because it needs to get to this square. Okay, so it's going to go via this like this. Okay, and I'm using way too much time, so I'm going to maybe speak a bit less. Okay, and this knight actually comes in, but I have knight there. It's the game of the tricky knights. He still wants to play knight there. I'll play queen here. eyeballing this fork if he wants to try, and also trying to trade off this knight with my bishop. So this pawn might be hanging, but it might not be the worst pawns of all that's hanging. Or is it hanging? I think I've got enough defenders. And okay, so this has been a very closed game, and it seems like stuff might be opening up right about now. We'll get just rid of this piece and go 96. Hit here, nice outpost. This pawn's also hit at. The rook's coming to the second. I think that should be my first move. Rook to the second. And okay, you can sack the exchange. I think I should. Okay, this was I saw this. I'm too happy to see it. Let's just double the rook, sack this pawn. That's mate in one, thank you. Okay, getting that rook to the second was worth it. And how's the uni doing? 116. Wit's running away with it, and Tux without their player called Sin. And Tux Beast only playing one game, if I'm not wrong. Has he only played one game? I see I'm not in the mood for chess tonight. Is he willing to let his team switch over to the B section maybe? And okay, that puts me ahead of Almaru. Not that it's good to be ahead of any of your teammates in these situations. And I've been berserked. And what type of so I have no idea if I'm playing this right. So he omits the move b5. But we'll trade off the piece and go knight d5 in any case. We'll go c3 again. I'm not overthinking the theory. I'm just trying to apply what I've seen so far in the Sveshnikov. So I'll double these pawns for some room for the rook. And now I want to bring in my knight, which is a good square for the knight. I can go to f3 like this. I can do the same like this. Is f3 the end goal? Is there maybe something? Maybe I should be pressuring the backwards d pawn. So for now, the king side seems quite still. Oh, okay. That forks my two pawns. I need to play this very awkward move, and probably waste some time before I actually get rolling with my plan. Which is just the knight's supposed to be here if it wants to try and fork me. I'll just redo what I did just now, maybe get the knight into the position. And now to play e4 or to take the knight, because then the prospects for my bishop aren't too great. So yeah, I just need to defend my bishop. This knight enters, probably need to go back. Yeah, this is becoming pretty ugly. There's some cool intermezzo that seems to save me for, guess giving up this pawn. No, taking knight e3. Now I need to go knight takes if he captures. I didn't think that out too clearly. And he's made up a lot of time. Well done. These guys that berserk me, there should be, it seems like it, I'm not punishing them. Okay, that might be a nice square for my knight. Both of these, and I'm opening up this. Okay, so I think I've got the game again. I'll trade and go to the endgame. Put my rook on b1 to defend the pawn. And oh, this is a fork, but I got check. If I go takes, rook takes, I get to take that pawn, right? What's his master plan? Just to pin my pieces? Oh, that's actually quite good. I've got my own trick in store. If he goes queen takes, got knight there. Discovering the queen. Probably still walking into a tricky endgame. He's going to need to use some time up now to sort this out. Okay, so let's get rid of the rooks, please. So I'm happy. I traded down the queens. Okay, rook c2. I don't want to walk into any tricky forks with this knight. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have time for it. And there's a nice fork that just gets rid of some material and picks up the rook. Okay, so maybe this will stop the berserking streak against me. 10th place, doing better than I did last week. I think I got to 15th or something. But keeping up the pressure now. I should have maybe berserked this game. Maybe the guys are getting desperate to get points in. I want to go f4, f5. Hit at this structure, guarding the king. Open up my rook. When I castle to the king side. And this is going to be annoying for him because I'm just never going to capture here. Capturing there is going to help him out a lot. Maybe let's just see if we can go queen d2, knight h6. And his advances on the queen side have been doing nothing. I'm still threatening all of the same things. And okay, maybe he's attacking the pawn now. I think I can allow him to take the pawn. Or I should be trying to capture here and getting my knight into the square. So if he captures with the bishop, I'll not recapture. If he captures with the knight, I'll recapture. This is my point. And so this f-pawn is just going to chill here. And okay, maybe I might sack too much if he goes bishop takes. I might be sacking too much now, but I really need to. This is annoying. He's tempting me to sack too much. Okay, this f-pawn is kind of stuck now. Still two pieces that I need for the attack, and they're very far away. Luckily, f6, h6 is the better choice. And I'm maybe threatening just queen takes f5 and this check, but I really need to bring out more pieces first. Okay, so this pawn, that check. Takes here, then I've got this check. Okay, there's the check I've been waiting for. And this should be another game. Unless I play very badly. He tempted me to sack too much. If this was a stronger player, then I would have lost. Okay, maybe I should have not done this. Just brought in my knight immediately, but it's unclear how he's defending this pawn now. And then knight takes here, could be checkmate. Just need to be careful. He's going to run the king maybe. There's going to be some cool mating knight here. Let's start with this check, get the king there. And we'll go knight takes. Because we get this knight as well. And now we've got a mate. But the knight takes wasn't like a forced mate sequence or anything. It was just a bit provocative. I quickly want to see where I am. The tournament pairings have been too fast for me to actually. So I'm in 4th place. 24. Yes, Einachi playing crazily well. I expected a result like this. But the real Frenchie also, I don't know if this is Roberto D'Abrio, but his rating's just a bit too low to be him, I guess. He'd also be like at least 2300, unless he struggles with Blitz. And we took down Arshavin just now, and okay, we'll go for the same Norwegian I've been playing the whole time. And take and d6. And I'm not going to capture that pawn like so. Probably f takes, yeah. And okay, he plays very similarly to his previous game. It might be true that I have some kind of I'm not sure what to do about this knight. Every time I see it, I'm confused. And I think taking was wrong. Last game I went like queen d7, but it still got pretty awkward. At least now I don't have any of those worries. Queen h4, maybe just queen d7 trade. And okay, still going to an endgame with the bishop there. White needs to approach this position differently than the usual position. So he boxes me in and goes for g4. Just attack the pawn. I'm not sure if that's good. Okay, let's start by breaking open the center a bit. Thinking pawn takes, maybe bishop takes, to allow ourselves to trade off this knight. And this bishop is actually my big concern, because I want to play knight f4. That's really my master plan. Knight f4. So if we can do something about this bishop. So let's start, maybe open up a file, get to this square maybe. I can sack and go here. I think I'm going to do it because I need to waste a lot of tempos on this. It's an annoying move. And I'm probably getting g4 as well. If he does do something to counter this, the queen's always hanging with check. So now I'm getting what I want. And okay. This is pretty fine. I've got bishop c8 to hold on to that knight. And I think I'm going to do this, just sack the piece. Oh, that was stupid. I probably need to take the pawn before inserting this check to make sure this king doesn't get out. But he's got rook sack as well. He's up quite a lot of material now. How bad is the situation? I'm down a rook for 3 pawns, but a rook's a bad piece to be down. Keep the queens on the board. Keep the king boxed. Keep my options open for more checks. But not a good game. My sack was so unsound. I need to do this now. Yeah? Okay, I need to pick up this pawn with tempo against the queen. So he needs to move his queen. Now I've got rook takes, or rook takes in this situation. Okay. Might not be over. The more pieces, the merrier. I'm threatening this check. Queen takes, rook takes, or queen takes, I think is good. And if he moves the king, the knight's hanging. Still covering this square, luckily. And he's got some time to figure out how to deal with this. My favorite chess game ever. Definitely a better way to have won than what I'm doing now. And I'm going to check now, is he going to go rook takes? Like this. This knight's still so great. Oh, very stressful, very stressful. I got this check. Now I can pick up the queen. Aha! I think I'm getting the win. Check. I think I'm definitely getting the win now. Check. Check. Low on time. Still some work to be done. Let's go after the pawn. And there it is. Okay, very stressful. Very, very stressful. That puts me in second. Can I take down the Nachi or not? It's just one Nachi. Why is it so difficult? Yeah, but people are trailing me. I need to keep up the streak. And I was thinking Arishvin was, okay, this is my opportunity to take down some of Fitz players. I'll go for an open Sicilian again. Not because I like my chances in it, but simply because I like trying out something new. And it's been giving me pretty decent positions. Okay, I want to take there. Thank you. And now you're even making me considering knight takes or bishop takes. And I'm guessing that's the idea, to provoke me into giving some material. But castles and king h8 should be on black's agenda for f5. Black's already doing okay. He's not going to castle kingside now. He's made as much clear. And we've both decided on queenside. I was going to say I have a knight move like that, but I don't anymore. And let's bring back my knight. Try something new. He goes bishop takes, and then knight takes. And then this pawn is under fire. I think I'm okay. There's nothing too scary about this position for now. So king b1. And I could maybe induce a trade like this. This should be in my favor, opening up the c file, opening my eye on the f7 square as well. He needs to deal with the a6 pawn. He might just defend that a6 pawn. This is way more aggressive, but it might be bad. He might have missed the a6 pawn's hanging. Queen, but that's a queen. This should be game over. Okay. So he misses the a6 pawn and then he's queen. So that gives us a chance to take out Wits. Not really, a bit too far, but I'm thinking of myself now. Taking out the Nachi next. And 16 minutes ago, anything can still happen. The white knights are overtaking me quickly with 4 points. A Nachi at 54. My chances to catch him are only if I get paired against him and I manage to beat him. So my chances are very slim, because only one person has managed to do so far, and that is Enrico 4, or confusing name, 4 with an extra RE at the end. We're playing against Blaze. Let's go for our standard 2 knights, since he's gone bishop c4. And he doesn't want the standard position with, I think it's mainline knight g4. Though recently these c3 advances, they might have overtaken the classic way of playing the position, the h6. This wasn't a nice move to have to make, but it's also not the worst so far. b5, rook b8. Do I need rook b8 even? I mean, he should go for d4 soon. He should really. I haven't cleared up the way for my bishop yet. But it could be that b4 is a nice scapegoat for my pieces. Okay, what is the deal with this? Does he want to give up the bishop for the knight? Okay. Bishops are generally considered worth a bit more. And he might be saying that this pawn, both these pawns are hanging, so he has to play d5, and if I capture to fork. So I either need to do something aggressive or something slow like c6, d5, queen d4. He's heading for this square. And we need to deal with that. So if knight c4, we'll go d6, and we'll just give that bishop back. At least the pawns are doubled. The d3 pawn is weak. And it's not like we're giving up the entire bishop pair, because he gave up one of his bishops just now. Not sure about how I'm playing this. Don't think this is too correct. Maybe just pawn advance first. But this is my idea, to clear the square for the queen. And okay, it's nice. He's starting to open his king a bit. And I have my rook coming to this 4th rank. This bishop's still holding stuff together, but I don't really want to trade it. Should maybe be trying to get in deeper into the position. Don't want to hang this rook like this though. He needs to do something about his knight. I could bring another rook in. That would be weird, but it's probably a good idea. Let's just pry open the king a bit more. For now, my rook's pretty safe. The knight is completely is close to it, so it's not. Okay, so I'm thinking queen here. Going off of this pawn. This captures can't be good, and I could maybe double up like this. And now I need more pieces in the attack. So I'm thinking about bringing my bishop in like this. He's got queen g3. If I can get bishop b6 in before queen g3, I'd be very happy, because then he doesn't have queen g3 anymore. And he plays this. Is it clever? I guess so. It stops my ideas. He probably figured it out. I mean, rook b8 is a very specific move in the midst of an attack. Why? So he saw all of that. I'll going in for the attack now. I have basically committed to give up the exchange. That's what I've done. And that was really not necessary. So bad, so bad. I'm gonna try and get the bishop in. If I can get here before the queen gets here, I'm going to be happy. And just as I said that, I'm happy. And I'll try and get my rook via a8 and a4 in again. It seems to be thematic of this game so far. He wants to trap my queen. Okay. Got bishop f4. He needs to give back that exchange I so graciously gave up. And then maybe he trades into one endgame. He's down on the clock, and I've got these nice passed pawns. If he wants to go queen g4, I'm getting rid of a2 maybe as well, and just running b4 up the board. b4, c6, b5. He notices my piece is pinned. I'm stepping out of this check later on. Oh, so tricky. So tricky. Okay, this might be game over now. Oh, queen here's checkmate. And rook down. Okay, that's a bad one. And I should probably be berserking now to try and get back into the podium. So let's take a little berserk. Okay, he's not online yet, but I'm sure he will be soon. A Tux chess player. Game. And I'm expecting d4. Okay. Okay, bishop d6 is a bad move, but it's going to confuse him. Trying to defend this pawn in a different way. Maybe throw my bishop back to f8. Fianchetto the other bishop. Try for a central break. There's something there. Okay, we'll just get my queen off of that. Oh, but this simply opens up my king. My king is open for business. Come mate him. Ah, why did I berserk? I mean, this knight comes here and there's no getting my king out. I need to walk into checks now. You can even go knight takes. I'm hoping for some situation where my okay, let's resign. I can't be wasting time like this. And it could be that, okay, I haven't been helping anyone. Any stop places yet? 32, 38, well done. White Knights are also having a very good tournament. Let's just not berserk him. This is really the guy I need to try and be chasing. I want a place on the podium tonight. I'll go for another open defend. Bishop e2 and castle. And maybe king h1 just to get the party started with f4. And this bishop on e3 does a good job of keeping pressure on d4 and making sure I don't need to go via b3 or whatever. Because if he wants to trade, this bishop's pretty good on d4. Okay, he's going for it. A lot of these situations, this backward d6 pawn might be a bit loose. And now, okay, I have given up some material, a pawn. I could go rook takes and bishop there. I think I'm going to do that. It's a bit risky. My compensation might not really be there. And I need to do something before the move d5. Maybe bishop takes. Maybe I should just keep the bishop around. He wants to trade queens. Can't do that. I'm down too much material after my crazy sacrifice. And d5 or something with a knight, I don't know. d5 could just be a weakness on its own. So he's pretty sneaky. He's got his own mate threat now. That is very good. I missed that. I don't want to lose my fire against this guy. I don't have fire. I just probably the last real opponent for the tournament, since there's only about 6 minutes left. Might get one more game after this. I don't know if he should be going on the offensive. No. h3. I know I can't take that knight, but it just alleviates the pressure off of h2. And I should be thinking about how to get my queen and bishop coordinated on that h7 square and where this knight should ideally be. I think knight d5 is a nice tempo move. It's threatening to take with a check, and I can come back maybe if this knight moves. So none of that's going to happen. We'll start just by bringing the rook in. And now maybe rook f5. And it could be that these last two moves have not been too precise, because I feel good again. Yes, he wants bishop f2, bishop g3, queen c2. Let's do that. Queen c2 after that. Bishop takes. Oh no, but the knight's still guarding the h. I was hoping for this fork on h5. But we can maybe kick the queen. No, we can't, because the bishop can recapture again. Okay, if the bishop goes off of the square, maybe we've got bishop d5. bishop d, g3, bishop g5. Either way, my attack, even though it might be flawed, has been taking off quite a lot of time. He's really in the think tank, the thinking tank. He goes for a trade. What's better, b takes or queen takes? I want to keep pressure on this square, get the queen off of these. As soon as my queen gets to h6, I'm threatening to sack on f6. And I think he was hoping for queen takes and then maybe queen h6 ideas. So I'll go queen h6 now. That's a threat. And he went to a square where he doesn't really have back ranks, although none of the squares would have had. This is actually pretty neat. He needs to invest his time to grab a pawn, but my king is pretty safe on h2. Gets to kick away more pieces like this. Do I have a cool sack here? I'm going to waste too much time to figure this out. Queen takes, king takes, rook check. It doesn't work. But still, you can't go back with a knight. Well, that was clever, I guess. Eish. Not liking this. Can't go knight takes because of this. Maybe I've made way for bishop h4. His time is pretty low. He's got knight takes now. He doesn't see it. His time's too low. And we'll do this tricky move. Oh, I must be careful for mate in 2 now. Just waste some time. Sorry, White Knighter, for the flag. That was my game plan, though. A bit cheap on the 5th place. Pablo Vert. And 2 minutes to go. Let's berserk, man. Come on. It's gonna be fun. D5. Okay. But we need to probably move quicker than the time, so I need to keep the pressure up. If he wants to decide to not give me the point at the end of the game, it's going to be a bit sad. It's happened before. Maybe I've got bishop e. No. Moves the queen away. Oh, this guy's pretty quick. Where does my bishop want to be? Maybe h5 now, yeah. That's a weak square. The rook e8. Bring this f5. Here we'll go d5 or f5. We'll go d5. I'm not really hanging the knight. I've got knight a6. For a moment thought I might have, but turned out not to be a blunder. And okay, I need to think of something here. This knight needs to go to that square. I'm not sure what this knight's doing, where it's going to, sorry. I'm not seeing it, and he drops the, oh no, he doesn't drop the pawn. Not a pawn drop, that was what that knight was up to. 2 seconds to go. Okay. Maybe that's something. Let's just get rid to the 7th. He wants to get more trades in. I could deny him that for a split second. It's being tricky. Going after a pawn maybe. Remaneuvering. He's definitely winning. Don't want to resign because I'm giving some other teams points. My best option might be just to offer a draw. Come on, 4 seconds. You got. There we go. Okay, back to the tournament. And that concludes this tournament. Oh, Irish win MCI. Blaze 178. Min MJ. Don't know who that is. Don't know if we faced off. The Eagle himself, fantastic tournament. Almost just as good as Matt Pon. Well done to Matt Pon. Oh, he went down again against Min MJ. And let's see the overall standings. Wits Chess Club. I think this is the first time they've taken it. And UJ. UCT struggling for the last 2 weeks. They're usually in control. And Mandiba's not doing what they usually do, or what they did for the first time last week. And okay, 129 participants. This is a good tournament. Well done to all the chess clubs that participated, and I will see you all again next week for some more action, and hopefully the NWU stays in the A section. I'm not sure how it works, but hopefully we can be tighter competition for these top 5 oaks. Okay, thank you for watching.